Jangmo-o Community Day is almost here in Pokemon Go, and it brings with it the opportunity to get a lot of XP. And by the end of this video, you'll know everything the event has to offer and the best tips to help you make the most of it. So the event takes place on June 21st between 2 PM and 5 PM local time. But what exactly does this event have to offer? Well, for the bonuses, Jangmo-o will be appearing more frequently in the wild, and they will have boosted 1 in 25 shiny rates. You will get 3 times catch XP, 2 times catch candy, 2 times chance for candy XL, lures and incense will last for 3 hours excluding daily incense, you'll get some snapshot photobomb encounters with Jangmo-o, you'll get 1 additional special trade for a maximum of 3 for the day including the seasonal bonus, and all trades made will require 50% less Stardust. And while these bonuses do sound good, there are ways you can make them even better, but more on that later. And involving hakama-o from the start of the event until June 28th at 10 PM local time will get you a Kommo-o that knows the charge attack Clanging Scales, and I will be going through how good Kommo-o with Clanging Scales will be later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. There will be field research to catch Jangmo-o that will reward Stardust, Great Balls, and additional encounters with Jangmo-o. And if you're lucky, you might find some field research tasks that reward encounters with Jangmo-o that has a special Delightful Days background. And you can get a guaranteed encounter with Jangmo-o with this background that also has the boosted 1 in 25 Community Day shiny rates from the week-long timed research you get at the start of the event. And the tasks for this research are pretty simple. You just need to catch Pokemon on 5 different days following Community Day. And make sure to keep your biggest Jangmo-o for Pokestop showcases that will be available throughout the event. You do also have the option of purchasing a $2 event ticket in the in-game shop, and it will get you additional encounters with Jangmo-o, a premium battle pass, a rare candy XL, and 3 encounters with Jangmo-o with the special seasonal background. This special research ticket will also be available for the same price in a Community Day box on the web store, and with this you will get 2 bonus rare candies, so if you are going to pick up the ticket, you may as well get it from the web store. And there is actually a way you can get another special research that will award you with free items. So to do this, you need to head to the Niantic Campfire app and check the map of your local area to see if there are any meetups that are being specifically held by a community ambassador. Then when you get to the meetup, you can check in via the Niantic Campfire app and you will receive a special research. These researches do differ depending on the type of event you're meeting up for, and for a Community Day in particular, you will be rewarded with 10 Pinat Berries for completing a party challenge, you'll get 5 Ultra Balls for trading 1 Pokemon, you'll get 5,000 XP for catching 30 Pokemon, and for completing all of these tasks, you will get 1 Lure Module, 1 Star Piece, and 1 Incense. So honestly, some pretty nice rewards. So I will be getting into how good Kommo-o is with the new move, but first, how can you get the most out of these event bonuses? So the main one for this event is XP, because with 3 times catch XP, you can actually increase this to 6 times catch XP with lucky eggs. This means if you can manage to get excellent throws, you will be able to get over 6,000 XP per catch, which really is some of the best XP you can get. So because of this, it's well worth taking a bit more time on your catches to try and get excellent throws. However, if you can't consistently get excellent throws, then it might be worth going for great throws instead, because you can still get a decent amount of XP from great throws. I would also recommend quick catching to increase the amount of Jangmo-o you can catch in a given time, and it's worth having a buddy that is at least at the great buddy level so you can benefit from catch assist, which if you don't know, allows your buddy to rebound the Pokeball after you throw it if the Pokemon you're trying to catch knocks it back. And a 3 times catch XP bonus is actually even better in a Community Day setting than it would be in other events, because basically there will be more spawns than normal, and this is because of the 3-hour Lure Module bonus. So if you can play somewhere with a large number of Pokestops, then I would highly recommend it, because with the 3-hour Lure Module bonus of Community Day, it means trainers tend to use their Lure Modules more often because they do have more value. This means in more densely populated areas, you often get a lot of Pokestops lured up. This means there are a lot more potential spawns from all of these lures, and therefore you will be able to catch more, get more XP, Stardust, and potentially shinies. So it's for this reason that I would highly recommend stocking up on Pokeballs as much as you can before the event, and if you have limited space, you could probably drop some potions, revives, and some berries so you can make space for Pokeballs, because at the end of the day, this is very much a catch-focused event. Stocking up on Pokeballs, however, could be quite difficult if you don't live in an area where there are a lot of Pokestops, so for this, I would highly recommend opening the max amount of gifts from your friends you can each day leading up to the event. And even though there are no Stardust bonuses for this event, if you are going to be out grinding this event for XP, then I would recommend using Star Pieces as well, so you can capitalize on all of the Stardust you get from these catches as well as the XP. It's also worth noting that Incense during this event is very useful because it will be lasting for 3 hours, and it will help keep the flow of Pokemon encounters more consistent, especially if you happen to pass through an area where there aren't many spawns during your walk. Also, if you do use multiple incense while Community Day is active, you will get an extra 3 hours per incense used added to your incense timer, so worth doing this if you know you're going to continue playing after the event ends. Now, as far as adventure effects go, there are actually quite a few options that will help you out in different situations depending on what you want as a player. Firstly, you can use Origin Dialga's Roar of Time adventure effect to extend the duration of your lucky eggs, star piece, and incense that you use on the day. This means you you will be able to benefit longer from those premium items. Another option is using Origin Palkia's Spatial Rend Adventure effect, which will extend the radius of which you can encounter Pokemon. This helps you reach more Jangmo-o in a given area, and in particular it can be useful when walking through streets that are parallel to each other, because you might be able to reach over and catch Pokemon from the neighbouring streets without actually having to walk them. It's also useful for reaching Pokemon in places that you can't normally reach or places that are off limits that you can't access. Now these are both really useful, but alternatively you could use Black and White Kyurem's Adventure effects to help you out with your catching. Firstly, Black Kyurem's Adventure effect Freeze Shock will stop the Pokemon from moving around as much, so you can catch them much easier. It also increases the catch rate of Pokemon by 25%. Alternatively, White Kyurem's Adventure effect slows down the catch circle when it becomes smaller. This can help you land excellent throws more easily, and during an event like this one where you get a lot of XP from excellent throws, it's very helpful to use this one. This effect also increases catch rate of Pokemon by 50%, so out of the two Kyurem Adventure effects, I would recommend using this one. This catch rate increase also works if you're using auto catches, so if you can't play the event actively, then using an auto catcher with this adventure effect will be a good combination. So out of all these adventure effects, I would recommend using Origin Palkia's adventure effect if you want to catch more Pokemon in a given area, or White Kyurem's if you're focusing on XP from those excellent throws. There are actually some settings you can use that will increase the speed of your gameplay and increase the amount of catches you can get in a given time. In the advanced settings, firstly you can turn on Remember Last Used Pokeball. This is especially helpful when you want to use Great or Ultra Balls instead of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, because it means each time you encounter another Pokemon, you will bring out a Great or an Ultra Ball at the start of the encounter instead of starting with a Pokeball each time. This will stop you having to navigate the menu and swapping to a different ball each time. Selecting Native Refresh can also give you smoother gameplay, because the refresh rate won't be capped based on the game, it'll be capped based on your phone. This however may drain your battery a little bit quicker. And downloading all game assets will speed up your encounters, because you will have the assets downloaded to your phone and you won't have to load them each time. This can also reduce the amount of data you use whilst out playing if that's a problem for you. And as always, you can get a bit of XP and Stardust from taking part in Pokestop showcases, and if you rank highly you can get premium items like Lucky Eggs and Star Pieces that you can then use to get more XP and Stardust later down the line. Now whilst this event is definitely worth playing for all of these bonuses, especially if you need XP, is the event Pokemon actually any good? So Kommo-o is not a good Pokemon as a raid attacker, and it won't get any better with the addition of clanging scales. However, it is a bit of a different story when it comes to Go Battle League. Currently Kommo-o is ranked 94 in the Ultra League and ranked 102 in the Master League, but with the introduction of clanging scales, which has been data mined as being the best damage per energy charge attack in the game at the moment, it will be a very strong addition to the game. The only issue is the way Kommo-o's currently best moveset is set up. It just means that it can be a little bit difficult for clanging scales to fit in, but there are a few ways it could improve Kommo-o's performance in Go Battle League. You could go down the full Dragon type route with Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw and clanging scales. You could use Poison Jab as the fast attack instead, or you could use Brick Break with clanging scales. It does seem like the addition of clanging scales will overall be an improvement, so worth evolving your Jangmo-o up to Kommo-o to get this move. And either way, for Master League or for raid attacking, you will want 100% IV Jangmo-o. So from research, you're looking for a Jangmo-o with 415 CP, which is at level 15. From the wild, at the max level of 30, this is without a weather boost, you're looking for 830 CP. And max level with a windy weather boost at level 35 will be 899 CP. And other than these values that I've mentioned, I recommend checking your inventory regularly with a 4-star search to see if you picked up any hundos. It's especially worth doing this before you transfer any. And you could also use this search string to search out any PvP IV Pokemon. And if you're looking to power up Kommo-o, you will need as much candy as possible. So you can always use Pinap Berries to increase candy gains, and you can Mega Evolve a Pokemon that shares a type with a Pokemon you're catching to increase the amount of candy, Candy XL and XP you get per catch. And as Jangmo-o is a Dragon type, you could Mega Evolve Charizard into Charizard X, you could Mega Evolve Ampharos, Sceptile, Altaria, Salamence, Latios, Latias, Rayquaza or Garchomp. And remember to pick whichever one of these you have at the max Mega level so you can get more candy, XP and chance for Candy XL. And trading can also get you extra candy depending on the distance between the locations where the two Pokemon were caught. 10 kilometers or below will get you 1 candy and a 10% chance for Candy XL. Between 10 kilometers and 99.9 kilometers, you'll get 2 candy and a 25% chance for Candy XL. And if the distance is over 100 kilometers, you'll get 3 candy and a guaranteed Candy XL. Another option, if you do have space in your inventory to store a lot of these Jangmo-o, you could hold on to them and transfer them during a 2x transfer candy spotlight hour. There most likely will be one coming up next month. And if you are looking to level up to level 50, there are some challenges along the way, and one of them is obtaining 35 platinum medals. And community days do happen to be some of the best events to get platinum medals. So as Jangmo-o is a dragon type, this is a great event to get your platinum dragon tamer medal done, with it being one of the most difficult catch medals to get, with dragon types being generally a rarer type. With lures lasting for 3 hours, it's a good time to work on your platinum picnicker medal, especially if you play in populated areas, because a lot of people will be catching off your lure modules. And remember, you will get snapshot photobomb encounters with Jangmo-o during this event, and this will help you progress your cameraman platinum medal. And if you don't know how to get a snapshot photobomb, you just need to go to a Pokemon in your inventory or your buddy Pokemon, click on the camera icon and take a picture of the Pokemon. Then on that picture, Jangmo-o will photobomb it. When you go back to the overworld map screen, it will spawn on your avatar's location. With the trading bonuses for the event, it's a great time to trade and work on your Platinum Gentleman and Pilot medals, and as there are most likely going to be more spawns because of all the lure modules, you might have more chances of running into Double XL and Double XS Jangmo-o, and this will help you with your Jumbo and Tiny Collector medals. With showcases being available, it's a good chance to work on your Showcases Star medal, and getting this Platinum medal is the only way to encounter a PhD Pikachu. And as the field research is always easy to do on Community Day, it's just catch 3 of the featured Pokemon. It can be very helpful with you getting your Platinum Pokemon Ranger medal, and generally field research is worth doing anyway to try and get Hundos or Shundos, because it does have a 10-10-10 IV floor. And with that said, if you do want to know more about other events going on this month in Pokemon Go, then I recommend checking out one of these videos on the screen now, and I'll catch you in the next one.